Hey guys, this is Big Fox 007 coming at you with another video. Today's title is going to be about John Lennon's Imagine. What is there to imagine here in America? What is there to imagine about poverty, civil unrest, and hopeless dreams? Okay? Imagine is like being in a virtual reality game. Imagine is what could. I imagine that something could happen. I imagine that I could dream about being a successful man one of these days. Thing I read about John Lennon was he was very political about peace, but my opinion from what I read about his faults, about his flaws, paints a different picture. He used to hit on women. He used to be violent back in his early years. He admitted it. But whether he's apologized in his life for that, I don't know. If he didn't, then I would call him a hypocrite of the song Imagine, because he did not act peacefully in his personal life like he's preaching to the world. So Mark David Chapman, as you guys know, assassinated John Lennon on December 8th, 1980, 8 years before I was born. I don't condone what Chapman did, and I believe he should be locked away for the rest of his damn life. But I understand why he did it. He killed him, in my opinion, because he found out that he was a huge hypocrite, and he called him a phony at some point. He killed him for religious reasons because he claimed God told him to, which I kind of don't really believe that. And he killed him for political reasons because he's trying to preach peace to the world, and I think he, some reason in his warped mind, believed that he wasn't telling the truth or being fully honest. And the fourth reason he assassinated John Lennon was to grab his fame. That tells me right there he's completely jealous, envious, and he coveted John Lennon. He coveted John Lennon because of his apartment, because of the Dakota apartment that he lived in with his wife Yoko Ono. I gotta say, I believe John Lennon was a very good man. He was a very wonderful entertainer to you guys back in the 60s. He was a very good musician, songwriter. I've heard a few of his songs. I believe Imagine is a very good song. I've listened to it more than once. But the main reason for this video today is that, what are you guys imagining today? What do you guys imagine for your future? Is there any hope for imagination here in the United States of America? Look at the government shutdown right now. Look at you guys being used as pawns. You taxpayers out there may not receive your government refunds, your tax refunds, if this shutdown doesn't end and the government doesn't reopen. Why should the government hold you guys as pawns over a stupid border security, over a $5 billion wall? Okay? Why does Trump have to use federal employees as pawns? You know, some of these federal employees, I believe, will commit suicide because they're not going to be able to figure out how they're going to pay the bills. Their mortgages are on the line. I won't be surprised if some of these TSA workers, these people of the government, off themselves because the likelihood of them going homeless, going bankrupt, not having no credit to their name because it's been I don't know how to say it, scrambled because the president wants $5 billion for a wall and the government is not willing to do it. And some people might say, well, we got to sacrifice something to get the wall up. Well, that might be, but you're putting people's lives at risk. And the food stamps are another thing. So really, I don't imagine nothing for this country. I don't have any hopes for this country. I see this country going downhill. I see uh, the probability of Donald Trump being reelected again. I mean, I don't know if he will or not. But if these food stamps do run out and these people have a hard time finding food, I believe there will be a riot. And I would hate to see what happens to this country when I'm 50 years old. Hell, I may be on the streets. I don't know, but them people that play the Imagine song on New Year's Eve at New York City's Times Square during the ball drop, I don't see a point in that. Trying to hoping for something or imagine something that's not there. Just so you can press a button and drop a ball for a changing of the new year. A lot of people say they have resolutions. If you want to change, why don't you change right now and not wait till the number of year changes? Why do we have to make resolutions? To me, it's pointless. If you're going to have hope in anything, you have to have hope in yourself before you have hope in what you're going to do and how you're going to live for the next day. Now, I do fall in line with one thing that Lennon does. He doesn't look forward to the tomorrow, he lives for today. I do live for today. I don't think about the future. I have to admit that and confess that. I might be along with John Lennon in a way on that, where you don't have much hope for anything. You have hope for yourself, but really nobody else. So I might be a little self-centered because of that, and I tend to get a little jealous, envious of other people because of their possessions and stuff like that, and I might be wrong for that. I might be a sinner to some of the Christians out there. In the Bible it says you shall not covet the items of other people. And I have done that, and I shouldn't have. I've asked God to forgive me multiple times in prayer, and I still do it. And I just don't understand why the Bible hasn't held me back from all these negative thoughts, feelings, actions, and everything I do every day. But John Lennon's Imagine should only be played in your guys' minds if you are imagining something that's going to happen. If you are hopeless and you're depressed, don't play that song. Please, because you're just giving yourself ideas and hopes and dreams of something that it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I'm kind of making this little rant video on very good terms because I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I just want to get things off my mind, get things off on the top of my heart and off my chest. I want to lift this weight off my shoulder. I have not done a video in a very long time, and I think this is a very good time to do a video here downstairs in my basement. I haven't talked to you guys very much. I apologize. I want to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to my channel. I hope you enjoy my content. And I just hope you understand where I come from. If you don't, I understand. Don't come off me being some idiot, crazy guy or whatever, because I'm not. I'm very easy to talk to. I'm liked by most people. I don't go out and be violent. I try to keep my cool in every situation, even though I get very upset, but I try to keep my cool. And, I want to be able to portray myself through this camera here as the good guy or as a decent human being, even though I may have a a lot of darkened things to talk about, but this is the way I have to voice my opinions on here. But guys, this is just my opinion to the song Imagine, and I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I want to apologize to any Beatle fan or any John Lennon fan if I have offended you anyway, but I don't mean to offend you or try to discredit John Lennon in any way or fashion. But let's watch the video, enjoy it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please comment if you wish, and maybe I'll get back to you and I'll explain myself a bit more in writing if I have to. Guys, be safe out there. Don't do what I would do. And I wish you guys the best today, and have a very good week. Goodbye.